Richard has 2 watches and the white knee band. And the whistle is in, the ball is in, the game is on. Won there by Dylan Lavelle. He solos up the middle. Tackled up high, but he's Paul to the ground. Richard says play on, and Belmullet do awful well to dispossess the ball there, in particular Pádraig O'Connell. He takes a long loopy hand pass that's in the wind. It's held up. Really, Keelan Barrett took the ball. He runs hard straight into the Jack Heffernan, who checks him, and the ball is out around the middle, and Belmullet are playing now. Richard Costco said it's a free in. It's about 45 yards out. Belmullet, you would say they're against the will. Scott Henderson outside the boot kicks it down the middle, but it's dispossessed there, picked up by Padda Fergus. Padda Fergus kicks a low ball into the wing. There's a trip there on James Gardner. Solo and go. Joe Kane on the sideline says kick it in early, hands in the back, but the ball is played into the Crossmolina forward line. On the ball is number 10, Tom Burke, the captain. Out to number 14, the shot is on. He solos though, it doesn't take it on. Wind is on his back. And Crossmolina are a bit hesitant to take a shot. There's time and space now for Aino Boyle, big midfielder. And Crossmolina playing keep ball, and Belmullet have a lot of bodies back around the D. Richard Cosgrove spots something inside. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a free. I think there was pulling by the Belmullet man. I didn't see it myself. He penalises Cathal O'Malley for a tug on the jersey, and it's Richard Sharp. He saw it on the inside while Crossmolina were going back and over the D, and it's a first attempt for a point. Dylan Lavelle, number 11. He's about 30 yards out, centre of the field. Right-footed kicker up and over the bar. It's the first score of the game there for Crossmolina. 2 minutes in, scoreboard registered. I see in the scoreboard there's 2 L's in Belmullet and 2 L's in Molina, but not the last time I checked. Ball kicked out, won there by number 10, Tom Burke, by the captain, but he is alleged to have pushed. On the ball now is Thomas. Up the middle solo, and is Cathal O'Malley. Kicks a lovely ball in, and now Belmullet are moving in there to Jack. Jack is tackled heavy. The ball is torn out there, number 12, Sean Gaughan. Cathal O'Malley on the ball, he kicks a low ball in. Crossmolina have enough numbers back, and it's number 2 for Crossmolina, Conor Howley in the corner. Nice tidy cornerback play. Crossmolina have to work it out now, and Belmullet have a lot of people up, pressed up high. It's in the corner, number 10. He works out the middle, and now Crossmolina on the attack in the middle of the field. Number 5 and Padda Fergus and Aaron Rodrigo switches, and Aina Boyle gets it. Big number midfielder, kicks it long into a great take there in the full forward line by Dylan Kane. Dylan wins it well out in front. He gets the shot off, but he's covered well there by Cathal Brannock, and the ball goes to the right and wide. So it's the first wide for Crossmolina. I can't really mark this. Goalie Cormac O'Reilly kicks it out far side. Ball working up the far side under the stand. Belmullet working up hard with the wind. They're not making much progress. And the back. Full back there, Gavin Lavelle for Crossmolina puts a good bit of pressure there on Keelan Barrett, and Richard says play on. It's a solo goal by Aino Boyle. Aina goes up the middle, he's past 2 or 3 men, and he kicks it out to the wing here to 15, James Garner. James Garner switches into the Tom Burke. Tom Burke has space, he has time, and he kicks it up and he kicks it over the bar. I must stress that the wind, it is actually in Crossmolina's favour, and that's Tom Burke from play, 1 point, and it's 2 points, no score. There's only about 5 minutes gone. Cormac on the kick out again, he's kicking at the far side because that's the wind is going there. He can't kick it this side, the near side where the scoreboard is. Line ball is Sean Gaughan on the far side. 1-2 opens up the play. Good play there with Pádraig. In there to Park. Pulled around the back, and it's Thomas. Takes the free quick, but the Crossmolina player hasn't retreated, and there's an put different point of view on the sideline here, but Richard said it's a free in. He brings Lynn closer, and this is a tough free now. He's Scott Henderson on the ball. Jack Gahan makes a quick dart and run. He's kicking into this stiff breeze. He's 35 yards out, centre of the field. Left-footed kick up. Has it got the distance? Has the distance, but goes to the right and wide, and it's the first wide for Belmullet. It was a good attempt. Ball kicked out long. One up broke in midfield and one by Crossmolina. Big A, no ball gets it. He kicks it low, ball into the full forward line to Kane. Kane picks it up. He's shown well for the ball. Charlie hassles and harries. Back to the midfielder. No ball, he gets the kick off, but goes to the right and wide. And Crossmolina are making good inroads by a long, low ball in from the midfielder into young Kane up front there. Dylan Kane, he's out in front. Charlie hassled him well. Charlie Moore and hassled him well in. The ball goes wide. This side of the field into the stiff breeze. It hangs and awaits in the air. One there by Crossmolina, number 9, Luke Loftus. But dispossessed by the Belmullet player. Does awful well with the ball. Strong runner there, Thomas. Thomas kicks up on the sideline. It's tight to Jack Gahan. Jack Gahan keeps it in. So lovely feet by Jack Gahan. He throws Conor Howley, and he's in. He's in. Conor Howley's going to put a hand in the back. Oh, and Richard says no free, and Conor made great ground up. Great dispossession here by Keelan Barrett. Keelan wins the ball back for Belmullet. And it's 21 yards out. It's a shot. Looping ball, it's going to hang. The goalie, slips to his hands and goes to the right and wide. And it's 45 for Belmullet, and that could have been. Jack Gahan was hovering in underneath. Alex Kenny had his gloves up, but just that ball, it's when it goes in the air, you think it's going a certain distance, hangs and goes short. Score is 2 points and no score. It's 8 minutes gone. Belmullet with a 45. John Walker's out with the white flag. He says he's from here, nowhere else. Taking it is Ryan Shevlin. Ryan playing wing forward there. He's done a lot of work under the stand. Colin Manny makes a little short run. He's going to kick it into the square, and he's a good connection. Drives the ball out in front there. Is Thomas. Thomas says a lovely, good left foot dummy shot. Takes a few steps, goes into traffic. He still has the ball somehow. Gets out to a shot from. Yes, gets out for a shot there for Cormac. And Cormac, the ball was going up over the bar, but the wind caught it, hit the underside on the bar, and it's a goal for Belmullet. Goal for Belmullet. He was going for goal, but the wind just caught him, and that's a huge score for Belmullet, especially against this wind, and especially against the run of play, because Crossmolina were paying dividends down the end. Huge kick out there by Alex Kenny, goes to halfway line. Break is won by Crossmolina, but the secondary break is won by Dara Tyke. Kieran Lavelle there wins the ball. We haven't seen much of Kieran, but he's getting in the game now, and here's Keelan Barrett. Keelan holds up the ball, and he's a strong player. Jack Gahan on the wing. 45 yards out, Belmullet are. They were trying to work it in, and it's in there to number 4. Dara Tyke, he's doing well, he's a big lad, he seems to be picking up the captain of Crossmolina, he seems to be giving man mark and roll. Belmullet somehow dispossessed Crossmolina coming up with the ball, and they're 45 yards out from the Crossmolina goal, and the ball, and Thomas, again, he tries to slip inside the tackle of midfielder, out the far side there. Thomas, the centre forward, kicks the ball into the corner, lovely little ball, picks out Kieran Lavelle. Kieran and dishes back number 7, Conal Ruan. And a great point by Keelan Barrett, and Keelan Barrett get a point to play, and it's 1-1 to 2 points. 10 minutes gone. Somehow, his Park Whittaker has to go for the ball. Alex Kenny seemed to have a jersey on that was red, so he was asked to turn inside out. The goalie for Crossmolina, so he doesn't clash with the Belmullet players. Ball kicked out over the far side, this side of the field. Out in front though is number 13, Evan Malloy. We haven't seen much of him, but he looks sharp. A lot of pressure by Charlie Moore and on young Kane, and Richard says play on, waves it on. Belmullet, Dartai kicks a long ball in to Kieran Lavelle. High tackle by Crossmolina. Richard says it's a free. And Belmullet has to go back and take it. Belmullet has to take it again. Keelan Barrett wins it. Fake right solo. Goes right solo again, but it's covered well by Heather Fergus. He gets the block in and Crossmolina go to build. Ryan Shevlin is in. Buries a goal. Super goal by Ryan Shevlin there. Took the ball about 30 yards out on a 1-2 and sliced it Crossmolina defence open and slots into the left hand side of the goal, and Alex Kenny had no chance. And Crossmolina under pressure now, 2-1 to 2 points. Ball out far side. Won there by Evan Malloy for Crossmolina. He's 40 yards out from against the wing from the Belmullet goal. Kane does a 1-2 to the midfielder. Midfield tries to pop it into Evan Malloy. Evan gets the shot off and it's a wide. It was a good work move, but it's a wide. That's 2 wides apiece. Ball kicked out this side here. One there by the captain, Tom Burke. Dispossessed. Crossmolina pick up the pieces in the midfield, and it's number 12, Aaron Donlan. Aaron Donlan plays a 1-2. He gets himself 45s out. There was a push there, and it was a blatant push by Dartai, and Richard can't say anything other than it's a free, and it's given to Dylan Lavelle, and Dylan Lavelle will take his time, line it up. He's with the breeze, and he'll have a pop. Belmullet playing with 2 inside there, Jack Gaughan. And Conan Ruan. Dylan kicks at the left, they get a hand to it and it's popped over the bar, and I think it was Evan Malloy who got that connection. There's a Richard Coster signal to the bench that there's a blood sub here. Centre forward Thomas seems to have picked up a notch, and Richard has held up the game. Medical bag is brought out. Just in case you're joining, it's a windy Bangor Errors. Wind would slightly be favouring Crossmolina in this half. Belmullet with 2 huge goals against the breeze that might stand to them. 2-1 to 3 points. Crossmolina are working their way back into the game by getting a few points, and injury here to the centre forward for Belmullet, Thomas. He needs to wash out his mouth after getting a knock, and Richard has held up the play. 15 minutes gone. Richard says everything's good. Kick out here by Cormac. Riley. Shoulder in the back by Crossmolina. Right in midfield. It's a free. The ball is handed back to the Belmullet player, and Thomas kicks out this side to Keelan Barrett, who's playing well. Thomas the playmaker. Push in the back there by Ryan Shevlin, and Ryan should solo and go. He does solo and go. He should have gone solo straight rather than to the side. Ball is 40 yards out from the Crossmolina goal, and Belmullet are working it up to the middle, but they have their work cut out because there's a wall of Crossmolina players, and there's a block there by Crossmolina.
He's holding it back! He's holding it back as well.
Touched on the ground there by the Crossmolina player just as they dispossessed. Belmullet were playing a bit narrow. Thomas.
In on the line. Thomas, come out.
He's going for a left-footed shot. He's a good bit out. He's 45 yards out on the side of the line. It's not going to make the distance, but he definitely has the accuracy. Oh, and the ball is broken, and the ball was broken, and Belmullet man palmed it into the goal, but Alex Kenny was there to collect it, and he did very well. The goalkeeper punched it out and then blocked another punch back in again. Now it's down under the sand, and the race is on. It's a foul there by Aino O'Boyle. Belmullet solo will go again. Move it quick. Keelan Barrett is in midfield. He picks up the ball. Tries to play a 1-2 but doesn't get it back to Ryan Shevlin, I think. Kicks out this side to Jack Gaughan. Every ball is contested there. Tig has found himself up there. Ryan Shevlin again. He straightens the line and he's fast. But he blazes it off the right hand of the boot and he blazes it wide. And he was right to go for it after getting his goal the last time. It's 3 wides for Belmullet. Again, the one ball. Alex has to go and retrieve the ball, so it kills a bit of time.
Drop back for the kick out.
A few people here gearing up like there's a shower coming, but it might hold off. Alex Kenny puts it on the tee. He looks up, he looks for runners, but I think he's going to go down the middle. He kicks out the ball. It's a high ball down the middle. Secondary break, one there by Crossmolina, pops it into Evan Malloy. Comes off Evan. Evan has the green boots on today. Back to Dylan Lavelle. Dylan takes it into a few players. Still holds on to it. Crowd is calling for steps, but Richard gives him the benefit of the doubt to Evan Malloy, right in the corner now from the Belmullet goal. They're trying to work it up along the sideline, and they're still coming, and this is Dylan Lavelle. He's a strong runner. He kicks it up as the goalie comes out and kicks it over the bar, and it's a good work score by Crossmolina, and they need that. That's his second today, one from a free and one from play. Cormac Riley here with the kick out. He's looking this side of the field. He's kicking it into the teeth of the breeze. It holds up. It's 21 yards out from the air. Belmullet win the break. It's a show and go there. And a loopy hand pass there to Ryan Shevlin. And don't know what whose free it is, or I think Richard is just holding up play because there's a knock over the far side of the field, and it confused everyone on this side of the field because he didn't point to where he was holding the play up for. Break and play again. Richard is consulting with his linesman John Walker. John has the good jackets on. And John and Richard are having a lovely talk while the rest of us are wondering what's going on, and Richard has taken the information John is pointing out. Richard has the notepad out. Someone looks like he's going to get in trouble here, and it's Big Dylan Lavelle. Number 11 for Crossmolina. Richard has given him a stern talking to. Oh, and it's a black card, so maybe that was a check off the ball. Richard didn't see it. John Walker has made that call. And Crossmolina on the 20th minute are down to 14 players, and Richard has to go back here now and decide what he's going to do, because it was a Crossmolina ball in play, but I have a feeling he's going to hop it. Richard says he has to turn the ball, he's no other option. High ball out, throws it in, and won there by number 10, and it's a free, and I think that's just to give Crossmolina back possession. Ian O'Boyle is running strong down the middle. Tom throws it to him. Back there to number 5, Padder Fergus. Padder throws it in there to James Garner. James tries a nice lofty kick into the corner, but the goalkeeper wins it, and then Crossmolina piling on the goalkeeper, and Richard says you can't do that, and free out there. It was lucky for Belmullet. It looked like there was a goal going to be looped in the far corner, but great save there by Cormac Riley, goalie. He wins out, the wind is picking up. Popped out there to number 5, Blake. And Belmullet have a lot of work to do to get out of this corner, but they're working hard. Lots of 1-2s and lots of running. They have an extra man, don't forget Thomas up under the stand. He throws a loopy hand past to Cathal O'Malley. Cathal O'Malley has the gloves in the back, shorts. He's heavy tackled, and Richard says go back to where the tackle happened. Kieran Lavelle is on the ball. Kieran, lovely little pass into the corner there, won there by number 7, Conal Ruan, who seems to be playing there in corner forward, not corner wing back that he's named to. A show and goal by Thomas. He's a skillful player. Off the ground there, it was called a solo and goal by Crossmolina. Now they're 45 yards out building. They throw up through the middle, and it's all Crossmolina now. They need to score out of this. Strong running there by Ian O'Boyle. He solos, breaks through 3 men, 4 men. Solos again, toe to hand. He's looking for a kicker. That's Kane. Kane throws out the right arm. Doesn't kick it, and it's worked right into the goal. And it's on the line, and it's Argy Bargy, and Richard blows from 30 yards out, and I'm fair to say, I'd say it's going to be a free out. A well-worked move by Crossmolina, and it was bobbling on the goal line, and the goalie goes down on it, and Richard has again held up play, and there's a knock to 2 Belmullet players. So it's time off. Richard is actually consulting with his umpire to see if the ball crossed the line or not. Don't think it did. I think it's just a free out for Belmullet. Crossmolina were overzealous and trying to get the ball back from the goal attempt from the goalie, and it's a free out. 23 minutes gone on a windy Bangareras. A couple of layers are needed. Might have to go to the car for another jacket. Kicked out over there to number 24, who's just on. He was on for a sub there, Joe Lindsay. Goes to his hands, and it's across the line at 20 yards out. Kane is running, he's going through a few players, he's 15 yards out, he's trying to get the shot out. Richard has the hand up saying advantage. Either way, it's going to be across the line a point. It's kicked wide from play, but Richard calls it back for a free kick. He's 15 yards out to the left hand side, and it looks like this will be converted. It's usually Dylan Lavelle that takes these frees, but he's on the sideline, so the free taking role is going to be passed over to Dylan Kane. Dylan's looked lively, but he hasn't got on the scoreboard yet. He spins the ball in his hands, he eyes up like a right footed kicker. Lovely little style. He puts it up in the air and he puts it up over the bar. Score to Crossmolina, and Dylan Kane's first score. And there is a shower coming in. I can see it coming behind me, a big heavy shower. Ball is kicked out by Belmullet, and it's won by Belmullet, and it's kicked up the field. Keelan Barrett. Keelan solos and goes. He skinned his man. Toe to hand, kicks a shot. Whoa! Oh, top left-hand corner, and it's a sweeper move, and it's all Keelan Barrett. He picked the ball up 45 yards out and solo past his man and kicked to the top left-hand corner, and that's a huge score for Belmullet going into half-time. Belmullet now in the middle of the field. They seem to be on top. The extra man is paying dividends. Won by Connell. Dispossessed though. He didn't believe he was going to get away with it. Ryan Shevlin wins the ball. Thomas sidesteps the man. You have to watch him. He takes another sidestep and he's running into traffic, and Richard won't let him away with it. It's heavy tackling there by number 5, Padder Fergus. Thomas kicks it in and the goalie calls it, and it's to his hands and it runs out. 45. Signal by the umpire.
Watch the quick one, Cross, come on!
And Crossmolina sucker punched by 3 goals, but there were 3 fantastic goals. One by Cormac, one by Ryan Shevlin, and one by Keelan Barrett. Ryan and Keelan Barrett were similar. Back there, Cathal Moran popped in the corner there to number 50, Kieran Lavelle. Kieran has his work cut out keeping it in. He's right in the corner, tackled heavy by Aaron Rodriguez. He's dispossessed. Ball ran away, but Richard said it's a free. Don't know what he's blowing there now for. Another bite at the cherry there for Kieran because he went short. I think he might kick it in now. He's waved back. Now he kicks it in. And it is great ball to Thomas. Thomas steps out. He tries to get the left foot at it. Kicks it left and wide. Oh, connectivity issues. Oh, the ball kicked out by Alex Kenny, long down the field. Won there by number 12, Aaron Donlan. Played into the corner there to Evan Malloy. Evan Malloy's right in the corner. He's his work cut out, trying to get through the Belmullet players. Thrown back there to Ian O'Boyle. He kicks into number 12, Aaron Donlan, who started the move. He's trying to get a shot off. There's too many Belmullet people on him. Nice right foot, nice left foot solo. Dishes it inside there to the captain, but it's a block down there. I think it's Tig that won it, the block down. He kicks it up the field here.
Wait, Gavin, wait.
Crossmolina now on the attack. Number 2, Conor Howley. He saw there was a light coating array in there, and he bounced the ball and it ran away from him. Tom's a great playmaker, but he's trying to play it out of the half-back line with Crossmolina pushed up. Attempt from Crossmolina 45 yards out. Dartai keeps it in, and now it's Belmullet's time to attack, and they're working hard. Kicked up the line again. It's a great quick ball between Jack Gall and Keelan Barrett. Keelan says, I'll have it. Keelan's still running, and I don't know if he's going to be caught. Super tackle there by Jack. Oh, kicked in to Belmullet player right in the square, and he tries to get a left foot to it, and he was turning, but he got dispossessed, and Belmullet don't get the opportunity to take the shot on goal, and Crossmolina work down the field, and Kane is out around midfield, and I don't know who's in if he's out. He's getting pulled and dragged, and he solos in goal, and he's a cut to him. And he's another show and go. And right foot dishes it in there to the corner forward. Oh, the ball goes to ground. Evan Malloy looks like he was pushed in the back, and he was as he was going down the ball. And it's a nice free for Crossmolina, and they pop this over and bring it to half time. Score from Crossmolina. Ryan Shevlin there is Richard Cross with the ledges. Ryan Shevlin to take steps. Crossmolina just solo and going he does, and Luke throws it in the middle there, and ain't no Boyle is on it, and he's going to run down the middle. A strong run, he takes hops over, bounces people, and he gets the shot off, and it's a super score. He says, give me the ball and I'll do it, and he did, and it narrows. But those 3 goals, and you can see that Belmullet only scored 1 point playing into that wind, and Crossmolina will have to work it out in the second half. Belmullet kick out. It's time now, 1 minute over. Cormac kicks it out under the stand. Ball broken. Won by Belmullet. Kicked inside to Keelan Barrett, but goes out over the sideline under the stand, and John has the flag up, and it's as the rain comes. Richard looks at the clock. Crossmolina have a lot of players forward. Good tackling by Keelan. Richard says a foul. He solos and goes, and he's trying to get this ball off, I think. Yeah, Dylan is back on the field after his black card. They'll take their point, Crossmolina, but it's a super block there by Dara Tighe. Jack Heffernan picks up the block and break. Interchange by Crossmolina to Evan Malloy. Evan tries to work it into Kane, but it's punched out by Cathal O'Malley, and Charlie Moore runs to the corner. Nice little pick up, pivots out of it. And Belmullet are building from the back. Charlie Moore into Cathal. And number 8 ran out of puff, and he couldn't get to the ball, and Crossmolina have it again. There's a big shot on by Dylan. It's a high loop and score, and drops it over the bar, and Crossmolina finishing very strong. But Dylan Lavelle like them down for 3 points. Umpire waves his flag, and a lot of people's suggestion it should be 2 points, but down as 1 on paper, I think. I don't see the orange flag below, but there must be one. There's no orange flag, but same corner. Belmullet win the break this time. They're 40 yards out from their own goal. Thomas is on the ball, and he's trying to make things happen, but he's trying to run through 3 players. And, and he had lost possession of the ball. But Richard says it's a free. And there's a bit of a run on the ball now. The greasy surface says the ball running, and it's a check by number 12. He's done well to get away with that. Crossmolina ball, and it's getting a little bit feisty out there now. Good bit of competition going on. Evan Malloy, he's 40 yards on his own goal. Brought up the field there by the full back, Gavin Lavelle. He's a shot, but it drops short to the goalie. The goalie works it out there. Dara Tighe. Dara steps inside, plays it down the middle, and Richard Hosser says we've time for no more, and finishes on a scoreline of 3 goals and 1 point to Crossmolina, 8 points. Oh. Richard Koskov there in the second half. Was 52 minutes on my clock. He says he's going to start up the game. For anyone who's joining us late there, we had a very exciting first half. Belmullet scoring 3 goals against the run of play, really. But Crossmolina are playing into a little bit of a stiff breeze. One there in the middle of the field by Dylan Lavelle. He goes in for the throw. He went in for the throw in the first half. Richard Koskov says a free in. Crossmolina are 30 yards out on the right hand side. Look to go short, but I think he's going to put up. He's going to take a free. Richard Koskov wants to talk to someone. He's actually bringing the free forward, and I don't know why he's bringing the free forward. I didn't see anyone mouthing, but he says, bring the free to here, please. Now we have a makeshift setup here in Bangor, so we hope you can receive the commentary. We're not allowed video stream it, but we are allowed audio stream, and as we're recording for the video, well, this might be, as well as going on the video, might be an opportunity to put it out on the airwaves. Up and over the bar by Dylan Lavelle, and Crossmolina are starting. 9 points. I had a bit of a got very wet at half time, but I have a sheet of paper with the scores in the first half. Dylan Lavelle, that's his 4th point of the game. He's in centre forward. He took 1 free and he took 3 from play. Goals, Belmullet from Cormac O'Donoghue, Ryan Shevlin and Keelan Barrett in the first half. Ball kicked out by the Belmullet goalkeeper Cormac Riley. It's kicked on up there to Thomas, centre forward. He kicks the ball in. Alex Kenny's coming for him. The ball is greasy. We had a lot of rain at half time. He's tackled heavy there, but he gets the ball away to Conor Howley. Conor Howley works up the wing to number 7, Aaron Rodriguez. He gives it to Tom, and Crossmolina are working from deep now. They're about 45 yards out from their own half. Working through Aaron Donlan. He kicks the ball out to big Aina O'Boyle. Aina pops it inside there to number 13, Evan Malloy. I know him from the first half. He was busy with his green boots. He runs out over the sideline and is taking quick. Back to Cathal Walsh. Cathal under a bit of pressure from Mullet. He's 40 yards from his own goal, and route 1 by Dara Tighe. He kicks a long ball down all the way to Thomas. It's Keelan Barrett says, I'll take it. He picks the ball off the ground, and apologies if you have wind on the mic. There's no way of stopping this harsh wind back here. Keelan Barrett kicks the ball in, and it's Conor Howley out in front again, and I don't think he has gloves on. He's slipping and sliding. How he hasn't gloves on a day like today. The shower coming back there, full back Gavin Lavelle, vice captain for Crossmolina, and now Crossmolina are building up. They're on the halfway line against the sideline. Now a sub in there from Crossmolina. Number 18 gets a run, Patrick Leonard, and Patrick done well. He's won his first ball. Tom gets it in there, runs from Dylan Lavelle, and the wet ball skips on, and Belmullet have turned over the ball 21 yards out from their own goal, but Colin O'Malley gives a loopy hand pass. Dylan Lavelle has a great boot, but he picks it high, and out 13 yards out, and it's Cathal Walsh back there to Blake. Blake throws it inside to midfield, and now they're working up the middle. Belmullet under the stand, halfway line, but they've turned over the ball, and there wasn't as much turnovers in the first half, but the wet rain has caused a lot of turnovers. Crossmolina on the attack, 20 yards out into young Kane. Kane pops it up. There's a goal on here for Crossmolina, but it's gone loopy hand pass. They try to work it back into Dylan Lavelle. Dylan's trying to get a right shot, and everyone knew he was taking that right boot, but it was a great block all the same by Charlie Moore. Charlie pushes out, and Belmullet have worked Crossmolina out to 40 yards out from their own goal. Crossmolina is still trying to work the goal, and they should have taken their points. It's dispossessed there by Cathal Walsh. Out to Blake, and down Belmullet's final time to attack, and hopefully it won't go to ground for them. Here's Keelan Barrett. Keelan has pace. He takes on the ball. Solos past his first man. Great pick up, but no gloves on either. Gives it in there to Thomas, who was very lively in the first half. Great playmaker. Back to Keelan. It's down on his feet, and Crossmolina trying to get a few toes, and it's poked all over the place. Picked up by Thomas. He weaves his way through. 21 yards out from the Crossmolina goal. He's twisting and turning, and he wins a free, and Richard Koskov says it's a free, and Belmullet have a chance for a free kick. Kieran Lavelle is lining this one up with a trusty right foot. This will be their first point in the second half, and they need it, because I don't think they've scored for about 6 points in reply. And Kieran delivers. That's Kieran's first for the game. I'm down for his first. They've actually only kicked 2 points. I was thinking that Keelan Barrett has won 1 and Ryan Shevlin has a goal, and Cormac, that's only their second point. It's only their first point from play. They were playing against that stiffish breeze. Alex Kenny, the Crossmolina goalkeeper, lines it up and he kicks it down the middle, but it's low and it's straight there to Dara Tighe. Dara, the second attempt of asking, picks up the ball. And Crossmolina work it up. Sorry, Belmullet working in, and they're 21 yards out. And Ryan. And that goal was backing over, fist passing. It's a goal there by Scott Henderson, but all the work was done by number 10, Ryan Shevlin, who went up the sideline and fisted into the middle, and it's a goal for Belmullet, and they're goal hungry. And that goes down to Scott Henderson, I think. Crossmolina have the ball out quick, and the comeback for Crossmolina was on, but Belmullet get another sucker punch goal and keeps them at arm's length. Dara Tighe getting on the ball now. He plays it back to Cathal Walsh. Cathal Walsh tries to thread the ball through. Dirty ball to take on the ground around the middle of the field by Keelan Barrett. Keelan Barrett toe to hand. He goes route 1 and it's kicked into the full forward line. It's a bounce, it's a skid. The goalie was going to come from it, he doesn't, and Thomas nearly, the Belmullet man, nearly got a foot on the ground to take a pop at the goal, but it was blocked by the Crossmolina defender, and Crossmolina are finally on the attack now. Ian O'Boyle, who had a great finish the first half, kicked a huge point. He brings it up to the middle and he's made 40 yards. He kicks it now this time into young Kane. Dylan Kane for Crossmolina. Shoulder in the back there, and it was a blatant shoulder in the back by Charlie Moran. Solo on goal by Kane, Dylan Kane. There's been an interchange playing between Jack Heffernan and Dylan Kane. Back to Jack Heffernan. Jack Heffernan somehow finds Kieran Lavelle with the ball, I think. And Ryan Shevlin is in the half-back line. And here's Kieran Lavelle in the middle of the field. Goes route 1 into the full forward line, and out in front is Conor Howley for Crossmolina. Conor gives it to Gavin Lavelle, and Gavin takes it up the middle, and Dylan Lavelle is on the ball now. Dylan takes on his man. He's a big man. He takes on 2 men and he's heavily tackled. Richards puts up his hand and says, "It's a free to you." Dylan is 42 yards out from the Belmullet goal. He puts the ball on the deck. He's to the left hand side of the post, and he says he's going to have a crack at this, and this is a tough kick under the conditions. His mannerism says that it's not his first time taking a free like this. He kicks it though, but he kicks it to the low and left and wide. And Belmullet seem to have weathered not only the weather here, but also the Crossmolina comeback. With a score of 4-2. 14 points to 9. Belmullet take a kick out. It's down the middle, but it's straight to a Crossmolina player, Jack Heffernan. And, wrong man to give it to. He kicks it into the corner there to Dylan Kane. Dylan's out in front. Charlie and Dylan are in great battles there, and it's 21 yards out, and Jack gets it again, and Dylan has a shot on. He doesn't take it, and Crossmolina are trying to work goals instead of taking points. They're in. Evan Malloy is a shot on goal, and it's a goal by Evan Malloy. And just when I thought they were taking too much out of it, they come and it's super goal, and that was Jack Heffernan and Dylan Lavelle who did all the work there. And it was a goal scored by Evan Malloy. And the game is back on.
Dylan the bell.
That was Jack Heffernan and
Dylan. For the goal, Dylan.
Kick out from Belmullet. Won by Belmullet, played inside Kieran Lavelle. Kieran is 45 yards out in the middle of the field. He's going down with the ball. He wins a good ball. He's tackled hard, but the ball is dispossessed on him, and Belmullet is a scrap for the ball now, and Richard has his hand up looking like an advantage to Crossmolina, but Crossmolina have it. Worked up this side of the field, and this is the sub right underneath me here that came on, who's done well. Patrick Leonard. Patrick gives it into Dylan. Evan Malloy. Evan back to Dylan Lavelle. He's 21 yards out on the right hand side of the post. He's a left-footed shot this time, but it goes to the left and wide. And this game is right in the mix now. I didn't think there was a goal in Crossmolina, but they worked a super goal and we're 12 points to 14 points, 2 points in it in my reading. Goal kick there by Cormac Riley. He puts the ball down. He surveys the land. And he's going out under the stand, I'd say, and he does. Hand by Jack, and Richard Cosgrove says, can't believe that. Richard Cosgrove says that Jack was being fouled. Jack Heffernan, and he ain't no boy, he's so strong running up through the middle. And now Crossmolina have runners to the side. Dylan Kane, throws out to Patrick Ma. Back to Dylan Lavelle, and Dylan's the playmaker. Kane, he's the playmaker there. Shot on for number 12, Aaron Donlan. And it's Aaron's first shot, and it's a super score by Aaron Donlan. And this game has been turned on its head. It's Aaron Donlan's first shot, and it's his first score. And Dylan Lavelle has 4 points. I have Dylan Kane down for 2 points. Evan Malloy has 1-1. And Belmullet need to get the ball in, a little bit of possession in the middle of the field. Ball out this side of the road side of the pitch in Bangor. Won by Kieran Lavelle. Kieran loves a lovely side ball up to Jack Gaughan. Jack has a new marker this half. Number 4. Joe Howley goes on him. Jack had a great first half. There's a block there from Luke Loftus, and it's a sideline ball for Belmullet, halfway line. Blake throws it into Jack Gaughan. It was right on the ground. It was a tough one to take. Jack Gaughan is going to traffic, nice sidestep, and it's 45 yards out, and Belmullet are running down to the midfielder there. He solos, goes, gives it back in there to number 8, Porrick. And Porrick puts it over the bar. It's a great work score up through the middle for Belmullet, and they needed that one. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Alex Kenny, Crossmolina kick out. 10 minutes in the second half. Hangs with the breeze. Bobbles around. Dara Tighe is in for it, but so is Ian O'Boyle. It's a wrestle between the two big men. Ian gets it, kicks it in there to Evan Malloy. Evan goes down on it. He's Cathal Walsh on his back, and Richard says, You're too hasty, Cathal, and gives it free. He solos and goes. Paid into 21-yard line, but it's dispossessed well by Charlie Moore, and Charlie gives out to, I think that's Keelan Barrett back there. He's deep. Lovely take by Cathal Walsh, but he's pickpocketed by the captain, Tom Burke, and Tom Burke says, Here, I'll have a cut at it, and outside the boot, and he lands it over the bar, and that's one of the best scores we've seen today from that angle, kicking into the teeth of that breeze. Now the breeze has died down a touch in the second half, and we have a cracker on our hands here. It's 14 points to 15, 1 point in it. Cathal O'Malley wins the ball from the kick out. He kicks it in. One out in front, and it was a great win by Thomas, and he was held back, and Richard is going for his cards. They're having a right tussle now. Gavin Lavelle, the vice captain across the line, and Thomas, the centre forward. They seem to have found each other. Mark and Kieran Lavelle picks up the ball in the middle of the field. He gives a dinky ball to the corner, and it's won there well by Scott Henderson, but Scott Henderson is dilly-dallying in the ball, and he gets dispossessed, and all the tackles are going in now. Richard said it's a free out. Crossmolina are attacking on the halfway line of the pitch. They have the ball, and the ball is a little bit slippy in the second half. It's like a bar of soap, and there's an attack from Crossmolina, and he's always an outlet, Dylan Kane. Dylan wins it. He fists it inside there to Evan Malloy. Evan is taking on Cathal Walsh. Evan is pulled down, and there's a bit of pushing going on here, and it's a free. Dylan Lavelle puts his hands on the ball, says I'll take the free. He's 21 yards out on the left hand side of the post. And I think this will tie the game. And it's a wide ball, and it's 21 yards on the left hand side, and I could have, from all the difficult ones in the first half. So now Belmullet still 1 point ahead. And it's ball in the middle of the field. Belmullet have their hands on it. Keelan Barr kicks it in. He finds a lovely ball there. Dara Tyke. Dara picks it up in the second attempt. He's looking for a kicker. He finds Thomas. Thomas is winding up. He's throwing the shoulder. He steps inside. He's solo hands and he's still going. He's the advantage, and he throws out the middle, and all he needed was a tap in, but it ran across the goal. Flicked up by Ryan Shevlin. Lovely little flick up. He's lively today. Richard Cosgrove says it's 45. It seems to... No, goal kick. It don't. Yeah, it's a goal kick. So with all the schmozzling, it ran out over the sideline. It was an attempt. Thomas worked his way in along the end line and fisted across the goal, and it slipped a few players, and Belmullet man tries to get his foot to it for a goal attempt, but Crossmolina. A kick out there by Alex out on the stand side. The stand is livening up now because it's tight under the dugout. A lot of pushing in the backs, a lot of advantages to being played, and Richard is calling in and he's consulting with John Walker, his linesman. I must say John has a lovely Mayo jacket on, it looks lovely and warm. There's pointing going on, and it looks like it's a Belmullet free. Belmullet take it quick. Whoa, Ryan Shevlin slices it on the boot though, and Thomas is out in front, and the two of them are having a massive battle together. Thomas is taking it from the wrong spot, and Richard calls him back.
Back on the line!
Kieran Lavelle is coming out to survey the land, saying is it mine or is it yours, and looks like Ryan Shevlin is walking back from it. He's taken from the ground. Kicks it low and hard to the left. From the sideline, 17 minutes gone it says. Still 1 point in it. Crossmolina kick out. Man looking for it short, but he wants to be brave kicking it short, and he did kick it short, and it's a great pick out there by Joe Howley. He throws into the vice captain, who's had a good game, Gavin Lavelle. He solos, big lad. Kieran Lavelle is working his way back. Kicks the ball into Dylan Lavelle, and it's Dylan Kane, and Dylan always seems to be out in front, and hard running there by Aaron Donlan. Aaron is going up to the middle. They look like they're working a goal. Dylan Lavelle fisted in, and it's punched into the goal by Dylan Lavelle, and it was a work up the wing there by the vice captain Gavin Lavelle, who transferred in there to Aaron Donlan, who was running at pace, and he dished it into the middle of the goal, and Dylan Lavelle was arriving. He's a big man. He was arriving in. He palmed it into the goal. So goal now. Crossmolina 2 points up. Nearly 20 minutes gone. Richard says, come on, kick it out. And Cormac Riley kicks it out this side of the field. Richard crosses, he's a hand on the back there from Luke Loftus. Kicked in there to that outlet, Thomas. It's Keelan Barrett. Keelan has pace, he's trying to sell his man. He gives two dummy solos, but he's stood up there by Jack Heffernan. Jack's not letting him in. Keelan gets the kick off, and it runs loose there. And number 13 there, Scott Henderson, was looking for a free ball to kick into the goal, but somehow Crossmolina reclaimed it, and now they work up the middle of the field. They're 45 yards out from their own goal. Fist passing into traffic, and it runs awry. And there's too many men in there, but strong David O'Boyle kicks it, and he finds it, and he kicks it out the wing there to... It's a tough one to take there for Conor Howley. He wins it under the stand. He zips up the wing. Crossmolina now are 21 yards out to Dylan Kane. Dylan's been harried and hassled there. Richard says a free. Charlie Moore is alleged to foul. Crossmolina want to take it quick, and they do. They kick it out to the top of the D, and there's a heavy tackle there. Colin Malley comes in hard on, I think it's Luke Loftus, I'm not sure, and Richard says we'll have none of that here, and he's the cards out. He's the notepad. There's already been one black card. There's already been one yellow card. We could have a second yellow card, I have a feeling here. Yeah, he brought them with them. There's a few on the sideline wondering did he bring any cards, but he did.
Blake, who's on 5?
Coming out to take the freeze, the free kick taker, Dylan Lavelle for Crossmolina. He is 40 yards out on the right hand side of the goal, kicking into a stiff breeze with his right boot. He puts it up into the air. It's going to land short. It does. There's punched all around the place, and a super save from Cormac Riley. It was going to, somehow it hit off someone's foot and was going right into the corner of the post, and he dived down and saved it. And that is a super save. Belmullet they were rushing out with the ball, and they got fouled, and they wanted to take it quick, and Richard says you can't take it quick, and it stopped the momentum of the attack, so it has. Kieran Lavelle is deep. He's taken this free 21 yards from his own goal. He should be in kicking points. He kicks the ball, and it's Tom Burke, the captain, who's putting in hard yards there, but Belmullet do awful well to win it back. And now they're on the attack. A block there by Jack Heffernan. It's right under the stand, and Crossmolina have seemed to turn the tide, and now they're solo goal. Jack Heffernan goes up the field with the ball. He gives it in there to the midfielder number 9, Luke Loftus. Luke has gone through a lot of work. He's soloing in from the end line. He tries to find Dylan Kane. He can it, and Belmullet have the ball, and Belmullet worked out to Blake. Now Belmullet in the middle of the field with the ball, and number 8 is Park. He gives it out to the far side, and it's a great take there. And that's number 11, Thomas, and he gets the benefit of the doubt. He solos and goes. He's awful lively. He's hard marked today. Here's Keelan Barr winding up for a big one. Turns his man and lands round the house, and it's a 2-pointer. It's a 2-pointer. Richard Costco says 2-pointer. There is an orange flag down there, and it's a 2-pointer. That's a huge score for Belmullet. Keelan Barrett, there's an argument going on about where that shot was taken. I thought it was in myself. I thought it was inside the 40-yard line myself. Now he has the help of John Walker on the sideline. There's a lot of people pointing and shouting, and it's reverted back to a 1-pointer, and I thought it was a 1-pointer myself.
Someone tell the scoreboard back.
The scoreboard, I don't know if it's been rectified or not. Crossmolina 1 point up. Dylan Lavelle goes to catch it, but it's a great break for Belmullet, and Cathal O'Malley wins a lovely breaking ball. He drives up the field, throws in there to Ryan Shevlin. This man is deadly when he straightens the line. He's 21 yards out, and he's going toe to hand. He's right through the middle. Can he get a shot off? He throws it back there to Thomas. Thomas takes a shot and buries it in the goal, and it's a super goal. A super goal by Thomas, who has been absolutely brilliant today. Thomas McWilliam, I think his name is. I got half a makeshift programme here. And there's a player down the far side, and Belmullet are 2 up. There's consultation. It's a difficult scoreboard, and when you're looking down and up, or I hear from the sideline that Belmullet are 2 up. And on my reckoning, there's 20 minutes gone. There's 10 minutes left. And it has been a super game. There's goals aplenty. 7-goal thriller. Is another one in it? We'll have to wait and see. Now, just in case you're joining us, it's a wet and windy Bangor Harris. Richard Costco is in the middle of the field. He's held up play to a player. I think it's a Belmullet player over the far side. I'm not sure who it is. There's 20 minutes gone in the second half. There's a little bit of shower rain coming in, and it's a greasy surface. If the wind favours anyone, it favours Belmullet at the moment. It looks now like there's a sub needed for Belmullet. Just in case you're joining us, there's a break and play here for an injured player. Richard Costco has held up play. And now he's returning the play, and Alex Kenny from Crossmolina is going to kick out the ball. He's waited a long time. He kicks it high and under the stand. There's a push in the back by Aina O'Boyle, and it was seen. And Richard points up, and Belmullet take it quick, but they get dispossessed, and it's Jack Heffernan who dispossesses, and it's Aino Boyle who makes up for his errors. He gives to Jack Heffernan, and Jack is giving it back, and there's a 1-2, and they're 40 yards out from their own goal and trying to work it up the wind against the breeze. This man has pace to burn. Aaron Donlan. Dylan Kane, always an outlet. He's double tackled, but he wins his own ball. Fists it in there to the captain, Tom Burke. Tom throws a high loopy ball out the far side to Evan Malloy. Lovely interchange there to the corner back. He gets a shot in. It's a brilliant score for Makes It, but he was kicking into the teeth of the breeze and it lands short. And Cormac Riley wins it, and Blake boots it down the field, and it's a turnover ball. There's two Crossmolina men waiting for it, and Crossmolina now have the ball halfway line attacking into the Belmullet goal. Aaron Donlan pays it back. Ian O'Boyle, the big midfielder, is in the middle of the field. He slows it down. Throw the hand, waiting for Belmullet to come out to him. He gives the interchange to Tom, the captain. Tom takes him to tackle, and Richard says it's a foul, and Evan Malloy wants to take it quick, but I think Dylan Lavelle might come out and take this free. Dylan's looking for a short. I don't know who's going to take. Ian O'Boyle looks like he's going to have a kick at it, because no, Dylan Kane, who took the freeze when Dylan Lavelle went off the field and done very well. Richard Costco was having a discussion with one of the Belmullet players, telling him Porrick what he doesn't like about the tackle. Kane Lavelle has picked up a knock. Dylan Kane looks like he's going to hit this on the outside of the boot. He does, but he kicks to the left and wide, and oh, them are precious now. I have 25 minutes gone, and my 26 minutes gone, and my watch. Belmullet ahead by 2 points. We're not sure, unsure about the sideline if that 2-pointer was reversed back to 1 point. A huge clean catch by Dylan Lavelle in the middle of the field. He's looking for runners. He plays it back there to that man came on there, number 17 came on for Crossmolina, Rory McGuinness. So he came on for Dylan Kane. Charlie's in the back, and Richard Costco says there's none of that Charlie here, and there's a solo and go by Aaron Donlan, and he's going to wind up for a big one, but he kicks it to the left and he kicks it wide. And Mulliher celebrating, but there'll be another attempt. The goalie trying to slow it down, and 5 minutes is the signal from Richard Costco for what's left in the game. On the sideline word is that Belmullet are ahead by 2. There's a controversial 2-pointer, but I think it was rectified in the scoreboard. Sub. Crossmolina are bringing on, there's a shower rain coming. Crossmolina are bringing on a sub. And coming off there is Luke Loftus, who worked awful hard all day, and coming on there is I guess Jack Mangan. I'm not sure, we'll double check that in a second. Kick out by Cormac Riley. He says this side of the field he wants to kick it, and there's 2 or 3 up, and the ball is punched, and it's won there by Aaron Donlan. Aaron gets hand in, and the ball is dispossessed, and Conal Ruan wins. He kicks it in there. Scott Henderson and Jerry Thomas, it runs over the head and it's swept up there by the corner back. And Crossmolina are building. They're 45 yards out from their own goal with the captain, Tom Burke. He's trying to get things moving. He takes it to a few tackles and gives it to Ian O'Boyle. Ian O'Boyle is encouraged to carry it on. He's ran 30 yards. He throws it into 22, the sub that came on, which is Shane Conway. Shane Conway is hauled to the ground, and it looks like it's a free. And this is definitely in kickable range for Crossmolina to bring it to a 1-point game with a couple of minutes left. Oh, red card. Red card to Cathal O'Malley, and that's because I think it's the second yellow. So Belmullet are down to 14 players. There's a man looking. There's a lot of shouting going on here. Crossmolina are thinking about going short, but sense prevails, and Dylan is going for a point. Not saying he's going to get it, but Belmullet down to 14 players. Dylan Lavelle kicks it over the bar, and he is 1-5 for today. A couple of them are frees. There's 1 point in it. Richard Costa says there's 2 or 3 minutes left, we're not sure. And Belmullet down to 14 players. Crossmolina an extra man. I'm trying to see who the extra man is. It's in the middle of the field there. It's number 17 that came on. Rory McGuinness, he looks like he's free. Ball is kicked out by Cormac. It's turned over. Crossmolina 45 yards out from the Belmullet goal. It runs to the sub there, number 18, Patrick Leonard. He throws it inside, and Crossmolina are trying to work for goals when they can just take their points and bring it to extra time. Out this side of the field, tackled heavy there by Ian O'Boyle. Belmullet get it clear, but it's all Crossmolina players down here, but it should have been held, and Jack Gaughan puts up the brakes. Jack Gaughan gives it there to Blake, and Ryan Shevlin on his bike. He takes a mountain of steps, but he gets away with it. He's fast, he's cutting on the inline, and he might have something to finish off this move, but he's dispossessed. He's dispossessed, and there's a tangle for the ball there. They're on the inline, the Crossmolina inline, and there's rolling and shoving and pushing. The Crossmolina man tries to barrage out with the ball, and Richard says the Crossmolina free.
Gear on, 10.
The ball is moved on, and a solo and goal given to the captain, Burke. Burke gives to Boyle. Boyle is in the middle, is 45 yards out in the middle field, and he's going to straighten the line. And when he runs hard at you, there's no stopping him. He needs to solo it now, and he does. He needs to give it, and he gets blocked. Dara Tighe there, the 2 big men always find themselves into Keelan Barrett. Keelan Barrett's 45 yards out from the Crossmolina goal. He's winding up for a big one. He throws a Jimmy out to Jack Gaughan. He's 45 yards out from the Crossmolina goal. But Belmullet look like they're going to keep the ball back there to number 5, which is Blake. And Belmullet are doing very well now to keep the ball. And you won't get off this man, Thomas McWilliam. He's had a super game. Dara Tighe says, I'll kick it in. And it's going to be a turnover ball. Ryan gets his hand to it, but there's too many. Oh, and it's a solo there by McGuinness. I'm not sure what John Walker has issued. There's a stop and play. No one seems to know what's going on. John Walker's talking to Richard Cosgrove. John Walker has told Richard Cosgrove that the ball was picked off the ground, and Richard has given a free into Belmullet, which it probably was. This will bring it to 2 points. It looks like Ryan Shevlin's going to take. No, it looks like Kieran, and it's moved in. Oh, it's descent on the sideline. Because it was brought in, I assume it was descent on the sideline, and Kieran Lavelle has a 21-yard free in the centre of the goal. Kieran kicks it over the bar, and it brings it to 2 points, and there's been a high-fiving going on with a couple of minutes to go. Alex Kenny has a difficult kick now to find a Crossmolina player. There's calls for full time there on the sideline. There might be time for 1 or 2 more attacks. Ball is kicked out, and it's won by Keelan Barrett. Kicked in there. Alex Kenny and Jack Gaughan on a run against each other. Jack gets it to first, kicks it towards the goal, and the leg of Alex Kenny stops him. And this could be the last attack for Crossmolina. Ian O'Boyle in the middle of the field. He kicks it in. Again, the outlet, Dylan Kane, he wins it. He's a long way from goal, 45, but he's trying to go for the goal now. He's dispossessed by Dara Tighe, and he's dispossessed by Terence Tighe, and there's an advantage here from Dylan Kane. Dylan throws a shimmy. He's trying to work it in there to the sub. I think he's going to come back for the advantage. Richard. This penalty. Penalty for Crossmolina. If you want drama, this should be script writers, Richard Cosgrove and John Walker. So, penalty for Crossmolina. It looks like Dylan Lavelle, who's kicked 1-5 today, is going to take it. Dylan Kane is nominated to take it. We're not sure who's going to take it. This is deep into injury time. On my watch, it started at 50. Yeah, it's exactly 30 minutes on my watch. There was a few breaks in play for injury. This, if I'm not mistaken, will put Crossmolina 1 ahead. We'll confirm that. Dylan asked Richard what's left. He's asked him again what's left. Is he ready to go? Dylan lines up. He kicks it down the middle. Down the middle. I can't believe it. Side puts it down the middle, and it's a goal to Crossmolina. Yeah, Crossmolina are 1 point up, and now Belmullet need to win the ball. It's ebbed and flowed all game. looked like there was a push in the back, and Richard, maybe the crowd didn't hear him, they're so loud, and Belmullet move it forward. Could be extra time in the cards. Here's Keelan Barrett. Keelan is head down, toe to hand, and no one's going to catch him. He needs to put this over the bar. It's a free, or is it a penalty? It's a free. He was very near. Keelan Barrett had his head down, he was toe to hand, and all the Crossmolina players were trying to stop him, and they fouled him. Now the question is, was it inside, outside the box? Richard Costco said it was outside the box. Belmullet having an opportunity to bring this to extra time. I have no idea how we're fixed for battery life or for streaming quality for extra time. Thomas McWilliam is taking this. And he's 15 yards out, he has to put this over. Crossmolina have 8 men on the line. He kicks it up, he kicks it over the bar. And I think the scores are level on 5-6 to 3-12. I have a feeling Richard might blow it up here. It's dark, it's windy, it's wet, but it looks like it's going to be extra time. Alex Kenny runs out with the ball. Ball is kicked out, and Richard says we'll have time for no more. And both teams walk gingerly over to the dugouts because they know what's coming up. It's extra time. We're unsure exactly how many minutes. I think it's 10 minutes aside. Dylan Lavelle. And Dylan Lavelle, who scored the goal, who rolled it side-footed down in the middle of the goal. It was a super penalty. Very brave. I've lost my team sheet. The wind, along with the rain, the wind has us as well. He kicks it, and he kicks it up, and he kicks it over the bar. Now, kick out here by Cormac Riley. The wind is favouring Crossmolina in this extra time. Free there, Kieran Lavelle is adjudged to be fouled. He takes a solo and goal on the sideline, and he's 2 men to beat. He turns inside, gives it there to Dara Tighe, who's had a great game. He side foots it here to Thomas McWilliam. Thomas, the show and go. He's 50 yards out from the Crossmolina goal, pops into Jack Gaughan. Jack Gaughan throws it back there to Thomas McWilliam. Thomas McWilliam pops it in, and there's a ball down the middle. Dara Tighe has kept his run going, but Conor Howley has read the situation, and one way or another the ball is toe poked over the end line for safety for Crossmolina. It's a 45 for Belmullet. I had scores and everything. 45 for Belmullet. John Walker is out, and he says you'll take it from here. Ryan Shevlin is taking this. He's had 1 or 2 goals already. Ryan Shevlin's a great connection, just to the left. Belmullet work to Keelan Barrett. Keelan has a high tackle, it's an advantage, but he gets the shot off and he kicks it inside the post, and he's kicked 2 or 3 of those brilliant points today where he's round the house and put it up into the far post and it slots inside, and tie game, point each. Teams can't be separated. About 5 minutes gone in the first period, extra time. Alex Kenny here with the Crossmolina kick out. He's done well today. There's been a lot of action in goal mouths. A lot of that has to do with the conditions. I think he's going to kick this down the middle. He's looking for it short, but he does a nice little chip there to Jack Heffernan. Jack breaks the ground, but Tom Burke wins it, and he gives it out to Aaron Donnelly, who's a really good run today. I was impressed with Aaron, so I have. Lovely right foot solo, lovely left foot solo, back to the right foot. He dodges around. Belmullet midfielder, he's 21 yards out, and they all converge on him, and Richard's not selling what he is now selling. He is buying what he's selling. He didn't look like he was going to, and we have a bad shower rain coming in here. Dylan Lavelle is lining up this free kick. It's 21 yards out on the left hand side of the post. He's a right footed kicker. He's wind and rain coming into his face, but he's aiming for the far post. He kicks it up and he kicks it over the bar. Crossmolina 1 point up. But don't forget that Crossmolina, whatever advantage in this wind is with Crossmolina at the moment, and I see Linny in the Crossmolina dugout, he's waving them, push forward, squeeze the kick out, bad kick out there, just bad connection. The big Ian O'Boyle, he dishes it in there. Dylan Kane, who's been free all day, he kicks a high ball to the right and wide. Shot was on, but it's wide. I see his father behind the goal there, getting the balls that run the right. Cormac has a second chance. He'll have a good connection here now. He's done very well with the kick-out today, considering. High ball at the far side of the field under the stand. Richard Cross will see someone who's pushing. I don't know who it was, but it was a Crossmolina player in Belmullet. Will they solo and go? Kieran Lavelle at it. Kieran solos and goes. Outside the boot to Keelan Barrett. Keelan is looking for a ball, but it's won by Tom Burke. Tom tries to check inside. He gives a ball. Crossmolina are working up to the middle. Here's Dylan Lavelle and here's Ian O'Boyle, and he straightens lines 21 yards out from goal, dead centre, and he pops it up and over the bar. And a bit of momentum with the Crossmolina attack at the moment. I mentioned before, when Ian straightens that line, it's hard to stop him. The only thing is that the conditions are against him with toe to hand, because people get easy tackling. Kick out here by Cormac Riley. Won there by Blake. He's harried and hassled and tackled, and the crowd said, come on Richard, give us a chance. It's brought forward. Ooh, it's brought forward, but it wasn't brought forward. He was trying to get a free kick out to us. Crossmolina player was running all us out him, but anyways, either way, it's a Belmullet free again. He's in the halfway line, it's slowed down. Kieran Lavelle is on the ball. He gives it back to Blake. Blake has a pressure on him, but he gives it out to the midfielder. Straightens the line. Belmullet are, it's a high ball in. The ball is going to bounce on the 21-yard line. It can skid anywhere here. Great running by Scott Henderson, gets a hand to it. Throws it back. Ball looks like it's touching the ground. Keelan Barrett is harried and hassled, and men said it was touching the ground first, but Keelan was fouled, and it's a free, and it's on the edge of the D here, 40-yard out ring, and Kieran Lavelle is pointing to the ground, say, will I take it from here, Richard? And Richard says, no, you go back outside the D. It's a long way from the goals. He might be looking for a short. I think he might have a pop. Ryan Shevlin is there for a short one, and he plays Ryan Shevlin, instructed on the sideline, and Ryan says, I'll have a cut. And left and wide. Crossmolina 2 points up. Alex kicks out. It goes over Dylan Lavelle, who was aimed for. Belmullet win it. They work up there. There's Kieran Lavelle. He's getting a lot of ball. Pops inside to Tom McWilliam. I tell you, he beats. Oh, touching the back, and he wins his free. It's right in the corner of the pitch there, over that old stone wall in Bangor. He's bringing it out to the 15-yard line, and Richard Cosgrove is signalling saying no further. He's kicking into the teeth of the breeze, right into the teeth of the breeze with a narrow goalpost. Left-footed kicker. He's looking round. I think everyone is leaving him to it, so he's going to have a pop at it. He kicks it up. Will the wind catch it and hold it? It definitely catches it and hold it to the back post. Umpire says it's gone wide.
45, lads.
The stream has dropped twice or three times, so apologies about that. If it drops again, we'll try to get it reconnected. The battery also, change of battery there at half-time, extra time. We can only bring you the commentary, we can't bring you the video footage. Kicks out, middle of the field, Dylan Lavelle puts it up, but it's broke well by Dara Tighe. Pressure on the midfielder, O'Connell. He works up his, whoa, and he's pushed and fouled, and it's a free 45 yards out. Kieran Lavelle is taking all them. He solos and goals, brings into Traffel, turns back, gives it to Keelan Barrett. Keelan, the second attempt, picks it up. Third attempt, picks it up. Richard says time for no more, and it's Crossmolina ahead by 2 points in extra time, but don't forget that they had the strong breeze there. And Belmullet will have that in the second half extra time. Richard Crossgrove holds the ball, middle of the line. Crossmolina are playing into the bit of a breeze. And he throws it up, and Dylan Lavelle, and Cormac is one from midfield for Belmullet. He solos down the middle. He's looking for a finisher. He finds it in Ryan Shevlin with a bit of pace, and he comes from behind. He kicks the score, and it brings it down to 1 point. 1 point game. Ryan Shevlin's had a super game today. He scored a red hot goal in the first half, and he's kicked a few points. Alex Kenny, the Crossmolina goalkeeper, he puts the ball in the tee and looks left and right. There's two this side of the field. And I need to clarify, I still think that Belmullet down a player. I don't know if in the new rules if they're allowed to bring on a player. Out in front is Dylan Kane. Ball is kicked in. Dylan Lavelle is 21 yards out from Belmullet goal. He's towed a hand. Charlie Moore is trying to catch him. He's get pulled. Richard just says, Richard doesn't play a hand. I thought there was advantage being played, but there wasn't. Out this sideline, Kieran Lavelle. Kieran has seen a lot of ball. Ooh, clean off the ground. And it was clean off the ground. Solo and goal there by 17. Rory McGuinness. Rory brings into a bit of traffic. Crossmolina were going to retain it. They don't. It's turned over there, and Kieran Lavelle, for all his might, who wins it back, made up for his mistake of taking it clean off the ground. And now it's kicked off the far side of the field there. Sub that came on for Belmullet there, number 25, Sean McWilliam. He fouls the ball, and Richard says the Crossmolina free. In there now to number 10 for Crossmolina, Tom Burke, the captain. He crossed the 45-yard line, and he's picking up pace, and he gets shouldered there by Dara Tighe. One there by number 11, Dylan Lavelle. He's on the sideline. Dylan Kane, he's on the 40-yard arc in the middle of the field. He slows him down. He pops the ball back here to number 17, Rory McGuinness. Rory's taken into a bit of traffic. He needs to give this to Tom Burke. Big Tom Burke comes in the middle. It might be a shot off here. Crossmolina playing a bit of keep ball. Aina Boyle pops in the ball to number 18, who's done well since he came on, but he gets Patrick Leonard, gets dispossessed, and Belmullet now have it, and Keelan Barrett is all alone in the stand. Jack Heffernan takes the ball. There's a pull, a push. Richard solos and goes. Jack Heffernan is 45 yards out, and Crossmolina are just held here at the wall, 40 yards out from the Belmullet goal. 1 point in it. Aaron Donlan, he's had a great game too. He throws out to Ian O'Boyle. Ian is winding up for a big one. He kicks, it's going to go short. Great take by Cormac Riley under the circumstances. The big Crossmolina players running in front of him. Belmullet work it out. In there to Dara Tighe, but it skips off him on the ground, the wet ground. And it's all Crossmolina, but they can't convert it. 40 yards out, Tom Burke brings it in to tackle. He dishes it out here to Dylan Lavelle. Dylan's trying to get a big right boot to swing at it. He does, but it's deflected, and midfielders kick it clean, and there's two Crossmolina players waiting out there. Keelan Barrett has been down injured since, but the game hasn't been held up. McGuinness wins it. He gives it there to Jack Heffernan. Jack at green boots, going through the middle. Gives it Dylan Kane. Dylan acts like he was going to kick the ball, stepped inside, and Belmullet men were just standing up. And it's a free 20 yards out for Crossmolina. Play slowed down. Richard Crossgrove waves in a bit of attention for Dylan Kane. Crossmolina have an opportunity to go 2 ahead.
Keep on it, good luck.
Just in case you're wondering, Richard Crossgrove has held up the game. Dylan Kane with a big tackle, and he's breathing in heavy. I think he's winded. John Lane giving some medical attention. Yeah, he's definitely winded. He'll need a bit of time here. Big crowd here at this under-16A final in Kiltane. Pitch is in great nick, it must be said. Conditions were windy, and we had a couple of showers, and the players have done very well in the game to serve up a thriller. Dylan Kane gets back up to his feet and the ball is in the hands of Dylan Lavelle, I think he's kicked 1-6 today. You'd have to back Dylan Lavelle for this, but I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him. He's 20 yards out, 21 yards out, centre of the field. He's sideways facing the goal. He's going to line up with his right foot. He kicks it up, side footed, and he kicks it over the bar. And the umpire puts up his hand to be sure. Dylan Kane is definitely ginger after that now, so he is, and he's hobbling. And he's hobbling bad. Don't know if he'll continue. Belmullet take a quick kick out. Jack Heffernan gets a hand in, but it's going to be won by Tom McWilliam. Tom McWilliam pops it in there to midfielder there for Belmullet. Porrick is pulled and dragged, and Richard says they're free, and John Walker is saying it's from back here, and there's a lot of shouting in from the stand. And Crossmolina have the ball now. John Walker takes the ball off Crossmolina, saying no. He gives it back to Belmullet. Low, hard ball into the corner. Tough one for Keelan Barrett. He gets change out of his defender and gets a sideline. He's 20 yards out on the left-hand sideline. He's looking like he's going to kick it into the house. He's looking for a short runner, and Ryan Shevlin. He puts it into the house, into the mixer. Broken, on the ground. In the middle of the Crossmolina goal, but Crossmolina have too many numbers there. And it's Jack Heffernan coming out with the ball, I think. No, it's not. It's Gavin Lavelle, sorry. Aaron Donnelly throws it back to Tom Burke. Tom Burke has had a great game. He's kept it steady. In there to Evan Malloy. He's been quiet the last while. Charlie Moore has worked awful hard. He cleans it, mops up the ball. There's hard tackling here, and Richard Costco says it's a free out by Mullet. It's a solo goal by Dara Tighe. He wants to get on with the game. He kicks the ball in there to Keelan Barrett. It's a tough one to take. It hops off his knees, and the Crossmolina man is going down the ball, and he's tackled hard by Keelan Barrett, and Keelan isn't. Aaron Donald has done super well with that, but he gets dispossessed there by Tom. He's not a man. Keelan Barrett's running straight down on goal. He's 20 yards out. He's trying to check inside. He gets the ball, and he takes a shot, and it's saved, and it's booted off the line, and the Crossmolina goalkeeper got a hand to it and was still going in the goal, and I don't know how the Crossmolina did it. Michael Flatley swung round and kicked it out somehow, but the ball is still in the mix, and it's still a Belmullet ball, and they're 20 yards out, and they need to kick this over the bar. Tom is taking it into a tackle, and Richard's going to give the free here, and he does give the free. It's an advantage. It's 20 yards out. My God, Belmullet were awful unlucky not to get a goal there. I don't know what Crossmolina player was doing the dancing on the goal line, but he kept it out somehow. He swung 360 degrees and put a kick on it, and Belmullet have a free here now, and it's Tom McWilliam. I'm nearly certain he's to the right hand side, 20 yards out from goal. Left footed kicker. He's a lovely footballer, and he kicks it up and he kicks it over the bar, and I think Crossmolina are still 1 point up. There's talk of penalties here on the sideline. 24 points to 25, I think. Crossmolina by 1 point. I never timed the half between this and that, and the wind blowing the umbrella away on me to know what's left. But then again, we wouldn't know. Alex Kenny kicks it straight out to the wrong man. Tom McWilliam is 45 yards out. He's left footed solo, but he's going on a beeline to the sideline, and he gets dispossessed. Ina Boyle has the ball. He gives a loopy hand pass, but that hand pass is the hostile ball, and it's turned over, and Tom Burke looks like he's injured himself. And there's a schmozzle, and somehow Belmullet have dug it out, and Ryan Shevlin is in the centre of the pitch. He kicks the ball, he kicks it up and over the bar, and it's a super score by Ryan Shevlin. 30 yards out, and there's high fives and jumping galore here. It's a tie game. I don't know how we're going to do this penalties. I'll have to record on the Osmo. I don't know how I'm going to bring you it. I'll leave the phone here, and if there is penalties. Now, Alice Kenny runs for the ball. He's lining up the kick. It's a kick out, it's going under the stand. It's between the big men, but it goes over them. Aaron Donlan wins the break. He transfers to Éanna Boyle. Éanna kicks a high, loopy ball and it'll be doing well to stay in with the wind of the breeze, and it doesn't stay in. The ball is 30 yards out from the Belmullet goal. They have a sideline. No one knows what's left. Well, there's no point even timing it, I wouldn't say. You still wouldn't know. Belmullet, he's taken 5 yards out, or he's 40 yards out from his goal. He kicks into the middle of the field. Kieran Lavelle wins a great ball. He's double tackled. Richard might say he's barging, but he doesn't, and it's a right decision. Kieran done very well there to take that ball. Tom McWilliam has it, and he's Ryan Shevlin here, who needs to be marked. He's very dangerous. Back 1-2 by Tom. He's a smart player. Gives it back to Dara Tighe. Dara, toe to hand. He's looking for Tom again. Into the midfielder. There's a big shot on here. He gets a super point. A super point there by Cormac O'Donoghue. And that's Belmullet by 1 point. Belmullet up by 1 point. Alex Kenny kicks a short ball. It's going to be kept in here by Joe. Joe Howley keeps it in. He gives it back to Jack Heffernan. Jack Heffernan is on his own 20-yard line. He's been harried and hassled by Jack Gaughan. Back to the captain, Tom Burke. And whenever we need a captain, you need him now. It's up the middle. I think it's Aaron Donlan. Yes, it is. He needs to attack this ball. He does. Dylan Lavelle gives it back to Aaron Donlan. Aaron pulls out to Éanna Boyle. Éanna is 45 yards out from the Belmullet goal. He skips the first tackle. He's 30 yards out. He throws off the next tackle. He does a solo. He needs to pass this ball. There's a pull of a jersey, but there's no hand up by Richard Cosgrove. Out this side of the field to the full back. Crossmolina to Tom Burke. Tom Burke wants to wind one up. Dylan Lavelle has a big right boot on him. It goes to the... There's a shot 25 yards out, and it's a super score there by Gavin Lavelle, the vice-captain. Captain and vice-captains came up the field and kicked it over the bar. And these teams just cannot be separated, and I feel sorry that if it does go down to penalties that there's pressure on them to take it, or I don't know if there's a replay or not. It's a kick out. I'd say Richard might blow this. This side of the field, Cormac Riley, and Richard says there's time for no more, so everyone's unsure really what way it's going to end. If there is penalties, I can bring them to you. It's that man who's had a great game. It's Tom McWilliam from number 11. He picks up the ball. Belmullet have the first penalty. I'm recording here. And Tom comes back from the ball. He takes a long step back. And it's dragged to the right and wide. It was an excellent penalty, but it just goes to low to the right. It was a daisy cutter. Looking for the low corner of the post. It's the right type of penalty you take, but it's a wide for Belmullet. So, advantage Crossmolina. Crossmolina are going second, and first up for Crossmolina is Gavin Lavelle, vice captain. Richard Cosgrove hands him the ball, and he throws it on the spot. It's a save, a super save by the goalie, Cormac Riley. So no advantage to anyone at the moment. I'll try to put this on the other side of the wind. Next up is Keelan Barrett, number 14 for Belmullet. Kicked huge points today for Belmullet to keep them in the game. It's his opportunity now to put Belmullet's advantage. This is Belmullet's second penalty. Low into the right hand corner. It's a super score. Keelan plays a bit of soccer in school and came off there with that penalty. Next up there is Aaron Donlan, who I'm really impressed with today now, and great player, great runner with the ball. He puts the ball down and gives them a slight bit of pressure here because Belmullet have scored their second penalty, and this is Crossmolina's second penalty. There's a young crowd behind the goal, and both umpires are watching if the goalie comes off the line. Aaron Donlan, Crossmolina's second penalty. He kicks it down the middle and he kicks into the goal, and the umpires they're asking him to clear off. There's young lads warning, shouting every time someone goes to kick a ball, and it's advantage to no one, and John Walker's clearing them off and the umpires are clearing them off. So it's one apiece. Next up is Ryan Shevlin. Ryan is captain for Belmullet today. Very busy, and as I mentioned before, he's already scored into this goal in the first half. Richard Cosso comes over to him and just says, yeah, leave it down here. This is Belmullet's third penalty. Their first up. Steps back from the ball. He was going for the top right hand corner, but he kicks it over. So advantage of Crossmolina, but they need to convert. This is Crossmolina's third penalty. And up from Crossmolina is Dylan Lavelle, and he's running as if he's cramped up. He covered a lot of ground today. He picks up the O'Neill's ball. If he converts this, Crossmolina have 2 penalties scored and Belmullet have 1. He places the ball on the penalty spot. Steps back. Low into the right hand corner. So what we have is we've daylight for once. Crossmolina up by 1, but this is the 4th penalty kick, and it can change in one kick. Kenny is up. The Belmullet number 8 super game. He throws the ball down. It's a save. Save from Crossmolina. So, on my reckoning, if Crossmolina score this next penalty, they win. Coming up for Crossmolina is number 10, Tom Burke, captain. Tom is egged on from his teammates. The long walk up from the 45-yard line. Richard places the ball on the spot. Tom picks up the ball with his hands. He actually doesn't touch the ball with his hands. He's happy with the way Richard has left it. Low right hand corner. And Crossmolina players celebrate. And it's a win for Crossmolina. It's a win for Crossmolina under extreme circumstances, and we're going to end the stream there. So thank you very much for joining us.
Right, okay lads, are you all there already? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, right, just on behalf of the North Board, first of all, before we make the presentation, just to thank a few people. First of all, I'd like to thank Michael Kerr Foods for sponsoring the competition and for sponsoring all under 14 competitions. Also to the referee Richard and his officials for doing the game. Also to Kiltane Club for having the pitch in good condition, having the stewards here. And especially and also the great attendance here tonight. Thank all the supporters from Crossmolina and from Belmullet for turning up. So it was a bad way to lose the game, so I'd like to say hair duck to Belmullet. Losing the game on penalties is a bad way, but unfortunately that's the rules of the game. So hair duck lads, best of luck in the future.
Well done,
Congrats, well done to Crossmolina. At times I thought they were done and gone, but they kept fighting back, and in the end I think they just deserved to win the game. So again, hair duck to Belmullet, well done to Crossmolina. So I'd like to present the cup now to the captain of the Belmullet Crossmolina team. That's it.
Right, Tom. Look here.
Right, Tom. I'd hold that.
Hold that there, Tom.
Well, I'd like to thank Kiltane Gaelic Club for allowing us to play here today, marking out the pitch and all. The refs, the linesmen, great job. And thanks to Belmullet now, gave us a great game. Unfortunately, he couldn't win it. Yeah, thanks a lot now to everyone. All the support, it was great throughout the year. Coaches, everyone. Three cheers to Belmullet. That's it, thanks very much.
All right, guys, here, over here, get a picture. Over here.
Wait, one. Dirt.